Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and today we're doing another pick a card. Today's pick a card is guidance and messages from your ancestors. So before I get in, I just want to do a quick reminder. I will be taking the week off in the week that this goes up, so I won't be responding to emails until I'm back, which I'm pretty sure is the 6th, maybe next Monday. This is going up on a Monday, next Monday. But I will be online on Thursday to drop the restock of my personals and collecting questions then, but I'll be back, officially on the Monday. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, just as a reminder. But yeah, let's get into the video. So we're bringing through guidance from your ancestors, and I have 3 crystals for you guys to choose from. Pile number 1 is the Angelite, pile number 2 is the Pyrite, and pile number 3 is the Amazonite. So see which crystal you are drawn to. The timestamps are going to be in the description box as usual, and I will see you guys at your timestamps. Hey Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what guidance and messages your ancestors have for you right now. So you guys chose the Angelite. I'm going to start with Tarot and then we're going to move on to your Oracle card. So let's get in. So pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides. Pile number 1, tap me into the collective of my pile number 1s. Tap me into the collective of my pile number 1s, please. What guidance and messages do pile number 1's ancestors have for them? I keep being shown insects, like butterflies and dragonflies. I keep being shown them. So your ancestors may come through in that form, or it could be that they're sending you insects right now. I would say to pay attention to what's showing up, because there's something about, whether it's in dreams or on every day, there's something about certain insects coming through that would be like a totem for you, or that would have messages. So that's something that's coming through. I'm being shown moths as well. We have the shadow, dependence, and materialism. Guidance and messages from pile number 1's ancestors, please. Guidance and messages from pile number 1's ancestors. These cards are draw up into the flow. We have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords. One more card, please, Spirit Guides. One more card. Guidance and messages from pile number 1's ancestors right now. We have the 8 of Wands, alignment and progress. Okay. The back of the deck, we have the Dawn of Wands. I'm not going to put her on screen just because it might be a bit indecent for YouTube, but we have the Dawn of Wands, inspiration and potential. Okay. I'm being shown an image straight away. I keep being shown what looks like a tunnel, and it's almost like, when we tap into everyday earthy realm energy and it's 3D, so it's kind of slow, a little bit dense. I'm being shown that, so it's almost like a line, and then I'm being shown you guys being placed into a tunnel, and this tunnel is moving like a speed of light. So it's like up in the air, and I see you going through it, and then I see a rapid amount of energy as you kind of spin through it. It's like speed of lightning, and speed of lightning, whatever. So it's like you're speeding through that, and then I see you coming back through the other side. Now what I'm being shown then is physically, the way it's being made to feel, I'm being shown your energetic body, and then I'm being shown like autumn leaves kind of like peeling off you. Some of you guys are going through upgrades right now spiritually, I'm being told. Some of you guys are getting a lot of downloads energetically, but it's quite interesting because with the earthy energy of like the autumn leaves falling, it almost makes me feel like you're rooting in not only to your physical body, but there's this reference, because that's where I'm being taken to your ancestors, and it's almost like I'm rooting back into the ground, but I'm being shown what looks like a stem. It's going into my foot, and that energy is directly connected to my ancestors. So I don't know if recently you've been doing a lot of karmic clearing, or you've been really purging, or over the last couple of months you guys have just been kind of weeping out of nowhere, clearing energies out of nowhere, maybe going through feelings of stagnation, or feeling like the energy I'm being put into is like, I feel disempowered, or I feel insecure, or I don't feel confident, or I feel like I kind of want to hide away, I don't want to be seen. But when I'm tapping into that feeling, I'm being shown these leaves and they're literally like falling off, they're crumbling off. You know when a leaf goes so dry because it's like dead and then it just crumbles when you touch it? I'm being shown that, but it's almost coming off your body. And then I'm being shown that stem in the foot, and then it's going all the way back to, I'm being shown back to like the time periods on earth when people were a lot more connected to spirit. So kind of like thousands of years ago. We could go back to like Atlantis, Lemuria, but I feel like it was just after that. Like I'm seeing people very connected to spirit and working with spirit, downloading, channeling. I'm being taken to an era like that on earth, and I'm being shown your ancestors there, and it's almost like I'm being shown like pumping energy, like, and it feels to me like spiritual gifts and standing in my power. I keep being taken to the solar plexus and it looks like it's on fire. I'm being shown like flames. And I see that energy being pumped through, and as it's being pumped through, it's like those old leaves are kind of crumbling off you. So I see you guys stepping into your power. I see energies and activations in your solar plexus. I don't know why I feel like someone's aura is getting more grand and bigger. So I don't know if you've been through over the last year or even maybe a little bit longer a phase where you have just wanted to hide away, or if you have just not felt super confident in yourself. And it could transpire into lighter things like the way you look, like showing up, things you have to say in front of people. But I feel like it's coming from a deeper root. Like it's coming from like, I am seeing it trickling into like your career or your spiritual gifts and really standing in them, or things that you have to say, like really standing in it. I'm seeing activations there. And I feel like over the last couple of months, I keep being shown you guys like facing your shadow or like purging energies out. It feels like the last couple of months is what I'm being shown. And it's quite interesting that we have the shadow there, but then we go into the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. The 10 is like that energy of like ending. You know, when we see like 10, it's like we've completed something. And we have the 10 of Wands and then the 10 of Swords. We've got the snake there, that's a rebirth. And then we've got the 8 of Wands. Like there's a lot of shifts going on. And with the, you know, Dawn of Wands at the back of the deck, you guys are starting to step into your power. And I feel like right now there's a reference of you guys not overworking yourself, because I see energies being activated within you where I just see you feeling a lot more confident. I see you like, if you guys have never really been much of a conversationalist, if you guys have never been someone to have like small talk or feel like you've kind of like fitted in or been able to have those conversations, I don't know why I'm seeing those things coming effortlessly to you. I don't know where that's come from. I don't know if recently you've just started having like small talk or approaching people or talking to people, but I'm seeing that coming out. But it's almost like because I'm sure of myself, it's like anything that would have held me back, it's like I'm being shown restrictions being cleared away. Anything that would have held you back, I see it disintegrating. That's the word that I'm being told. But there's something to do with, it's either a shift in your life or it's to do with career, because it feels like a physical shift that you guys have been feeling like, I don't know how I'm going to get that. I don't know how I'm going to do that. And I'm seeing energy being pumped into you, which is coming from your ancestors. It's kind of being pumped through, where I see you making a really big leap. You know when people use like those really tall sticks to kind of jump? I don't know if you've ever seen that. Like you have like a really tall stick and then you like jump over a bridge or something with it, like you use it to leap you over. I don't know what they're called. I saw it on Animal Crossing, but I saw it actually on TikTok, someone playing Animal Crossing. But I know other people use that in everyday life, but I'm being shown that like I'm jumping over to something, and the thought of that stick then is reminding me of the wands in tarot. It's like that manifestation, that leap. So I see you guys, the number 6 is directly showing out to me. So I'm thinking of June. And then right before June, I'm being shown like a dip. So I don't know why, I'm just thinking now of May, June. If you're watching this at another time period, just think of like over the next 6 months. But I know I'm putting this up in April and I'm thinking of May and June. So I'm being shown June as like a highlight, and I'm being shown like a crystal forming. So it's like something being activated, or you guys like taking a leap of faith and doing something. But I keep being shown the May energy, and there's like a dip. So I'm being shown like a dip and then like a hill. So it's like what goes up must come down. So I see around the middle of May, I see a feeling of like stagnation, or just something really big gets pulled out. I literally feel like a thorn is being pulled out. Like, you know when you've got that horrible little like splinter in your finger and you can't get it out, and then you finally get it out and you get the relief. I'm being shown like a little splinter or something like that, and I see you yanking it out. So it wouldn't shock me if some insecurities or there's something that you face, it's been kind of like deep buried down, comes up in May. But it's being pulled out, and then I see, because it's showing to me like a crater. It's showing to me like a dip in your energy, but I see you yanking something. And then, do you know what I was saying, like the stems in your foot and you being pumped with bright energy? I see that big kind of like a dent in your energy being filled with the energy from your ancestors and that empowerment. And because that energy's just been filled, it's like almost, it feels like a topper. And then I see you, it's like that stick jumping from one end to the other. I see you jump into something in June. So I don't know if you've been wanting to start something, but I see you out of nowhere just taking a leap of something in June. That's what I'm being shown, and it's coming from this energy. But I feel like over the last couple of months, I feel like if you guys have been feeling low or down or stagnant, I feel like there's something that you've been addressing or feeling and working through. Because honestly, the feeling that I'm feeling is that I kind of want to hide away. Like I don't want to be seen by people. I just want to hide. And then I'm also feeling this itchiness, like I want to get out there though. I want to get out there and be seen again, but then it's like I kind of like want to hide away. There's that type of feeling as well, but then there's also this feeling of disempowerment. But I see a big top up there that I feel like your ancestors are working with, because I feel like you have all of the gear. Like that's what I'm being told, like in terms of like, oh, you know, the energy that's pumping through, we're going to activate the spiritual gifts, or we're going to activate this level of power. Like, no, you already have that. It's just feeling confident enough to tap into it. I feel like you've been projected onto a lot where you haven't seen your own power, and you've also been dealt with a lot of restraints, or you've had a lot of seeds planted by other people which made you feel like you couldn't step into that power, you couldn't trust yourself, or you couldn't actually be what you were. So I'm seeing you guys like having this power, people seeing you having this power, but then banking on you not seeing it yourself. And that's what it's coming down to, because I feel like in terms of like spiritual gifts or the ability to make a big shift in your life, I feel like you have it and you've always kind of had that. It's more so you've been dealt a lot in your life of not seeing your own power, and I feel like a lot of your ancestors have had that too. They've had a lot of power and a lot of energy connected to them, but they have not, it's almost like their own sense of self has been taken away, and that's something that you guys have been clearing and working through. And I see that being ripped. It's like a big band-aid. So I pay attention over May to the feelings that come up. Don't repress them, allow them to flow out, because I'm literally being shown like an aha moment, and it's like a seed, like a splinter, like being yanked. That's like old, so it wouldn't have even started with you. It would have started like from generations back, and I see you yanking that, and then that energy kind of coming through. And I'm also being shown an influx financially for some of you guys. Like I see money, I want to say money getting taller. That's how it feels, because I see like money stacking. So there's something there in terms of finances. And again, if it's like a leap career wise or something like that, it could be that something pays off financially, because I'm being shown that there. Or this shift is going to have you over the next couple of years really value yourself to the point where it's like, this is what I deserve, and that money, because money is a frequency that trickles in. I'm being shown that as well. And I feel like some of you guys are dealing with doubts at the moment as well, or you will be dealing with doubts over the next month. But it's like digging through those doubts is where you pull that seed out. Because I see doubts like, what if this doesn't work out? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if it crumbles? There's a lot of energy there. So it's like you facing your fears there, facing those doubts with the Devil card. So pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides. Guidance from pile number 1's ancestors. Guidance and messages from pile number 1's ancestors. We have unity. Guidance and messages from pile number 1's ancestors. I like doing the readings in here because I have a different bunch of cards in here and a different bunch of crystals in here. So I get to like play around with them again, and I get excited because it's like new things to look at. I don't know why I thought I'd share that with you. It's just different decks, different crystals in different rooms of my house. So we have sacral chakra. Pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides. Pile number 1. Keeper of the light, and then you also have record keeper. And the back of the deck you have, of course, look at all this yellow solar plexus energy, primal flower essence. You're budding is what's happening, so you're clear in the weeds, you know. I feel, do you know what it is? I feel like, because your ancestors are coming through to say that there's psychic gifts that I feel everyone in your ancestral line has had, but they have refused to tap into it. They have looked away from it. And I feel like you guys, it's interesting because it's like I'm being shown, imagine you're looking at an incarnation as like you're playing a video game, right? And the last time that this game was played was when your ancestors were there. And they left tools around for you to use. And you are now playing that video game yourself. But all of the people before you, those tools were scattered around the game. But they didn't look for them. They didn't go and search for them. They didn't tap into them. They were scared of them. They didn't know what to do. You know, they just kind of left them alone. I see you then playing the game, picking up all of the tools, like being aware of them, like psychically being able to already see that, because I feel like you're quite an evolved soul, so you're able to cut through the fog, pick up those tools, and then I see you hacking through the game to find the way to kind of like win the game, if that makes sense. So they're referencing like you picked up all of the tools, like you connected to your psychic gifts because of the purple there. It's like you connected to your psychic gifts, you saw through the mud, like you cut your way through, and with the sacral chakra you were able then to create new, create abundance, create a new path for yourself, which is why now you're able to activate this energy. And that's what's happening here. And with the keeper of light, you're very, very divinely guided by spirit. I feel like not only your ancestors walk with you, but I feel like your celestial ancestors walk with you. If I sound distracted, I'm just trying to make sure my cat doesn't eat. Veda, no, Veda. You can't eat that. You can't eat it. Sorry guys, I had my protein yogurt and I left it on the side while I did my reading, and Veda decided he was going to try and eat it, but I don't think cats can have salted caramel. So I was like, Veda, no, because he was trying to eat it. But with the keeper of light, I feel like not only are you guys connected to your ancestors like from this earthy realm, but I feel like you're very connected to your celestial ancestors too. And I keep seeing a lot of frequencies being downloaded there, because I keep seeing you guys like expand in awareness, expand in consciousness, and I see trickles of light there. So I see throughout your life, and I feel like this will continue to happen. I feel like you have gone through kind of like spiritual upgrades and spiritual downloads that have kind of like activated your energy, and it's helped you to see even clearer again, because I keep being shown the third eye and it's like getting clearer and clearer and clearer, so you're able to see what people might not be able to see. It's reminding me of, I don't know why I'm thinking of video games a lot. I don't know if you guys have been playing games, because I mentioned Animal Crossing and I used the video game analogy, but I used to play this game. It was a Hannah Montana game, and you had to find these kind of like stars, and you had like a magnifying glass, so when you'd walk around the world, well not the world, the like town, you wouldn't be able to see anything, but if you went up and down the lockers and the walls with this magnifying glass, you'd be able to see the little stars behind it. And that's what I'm being shown. I feel like your third eye is able to cut through the fog, and you've been able to see a lot to kind of bring you to where you are. And I feel like you're growing into, there's a lot of growth, which is really, really beautiful. And then record keeper, I feel like you incarnated to, it wouldn't shock me if you've already incarnated in this family line back in the day, where you would have been able to be aware of your power and use it. But with record keeper, there's such a focus of like, I incarnated into this timeline to bring that energy back. It's almost like the days of old are coming back, like we're cutting through the distortion and the illusion. There's a really big focus there. But I feel like right now, if I was to put it down to like clearing out, I feel like there's a clear out going on in your solar plexus and in your own like will, your own sense of like inner power. That's what I see happening right now, because the gifts were there. It's just you acknowledging that they were yours and that you could use them, and flexing the right to kind of use them. That's how it feels. So pile number one, that is what I have for you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what guidance and messages your ancestors have for you right now. So you guys chose the pyrite. I'm going to start with tarot and then we're going to move on to your oracle card. So let's get in. So pile number 2, please spirit guides, tap me into the collective of my pile number 2s. Tap me into the collective of my pile number 2s, my pyrite pile. Pile number 2s, please spirit guides, pile number 2s. Guidance from pile number 2's ancestors. Guidance and messages from pile number 2's ancestors. Oh, goodness, that hit me in the face. Okay, what do we have? 9 of Wands. Test of strength, perseverance, okay. Pile number, oh my god, your cards keep leaping to the left of me. 2 of Swords, indecision, avoidance. Pile number 2, please spirit guides, guidance from my pile number 2s. It's really interesting, your cards keep leaping to the left. The left side of our energy is the divine feminine side. We have the Lovers, alignment and harmony. And one more card, please, spirit guides. Guidance from pile number 2's ancestors. Guidance from pile number 2's ancestors. The Hermit. I'm gonna have to cover this one. Let me grab something to cover it. I'll use pile 1's crystal to cover it. Actually, I'll use my pendulum. Okay. Oh, I just give her a bit of underboob there. Okay. Pile number 2. We have the 4 of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Conservation and practicality. I'll place that there for a sec. Pile number 2, please spirit guides, guidance from pile number 2's ancestors. 9 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the Lovers, the Hermit, okay, and the 4 of Rings. Okay, it's quite interesting the way this is coming through, because when I was shuffling the cards, I kept being shown the scene of Moana when Moana gives the heart back to Te Fiti, and she's like, I've crossed the horizons to find you, I know your name, and she kind of puts the heart back into Te Fiti, and she turns from being this like monster full of like fire and like cemented over, and she turns into this kind of like beautiful Mother Gaia flowy being, and she kind of restores all of the energy. And I'm being shown that that's more so an image of kind of the journey that you've been going on. I feel like you guys have been going through a very big up leveling in your heart space. I want to say your heart chakra, but I feel like it's connected to other chakras as well, because it's more so energy in terms of like how you connect with others is how I want to describe the frequency and energy that you've been working through. Like, and I feel like your ancestors have been really strongly around you and guiding you through this, because I keep being shown you guys having such a it's interesting, because I'm being shown your heart space, and it's like a glowing energy. I'm literally being shown what looks like an enchanted garden. Like, I'm seeing such beautiful energies around your heart space, but then it's almost like I'm being shown restraints over it, or I'm being shown like shards of energy kind of like stuck in it. And I feel like that's what you've been purging and clearing for some time. And I actually want to say 2 to 3, and I know that wouldn't happen in 2 to 3 months. This feels like 2 to 3 years. This has been happening for a little while. And I'm being told that you are currently stepping into an energy where I feel like you're going to be welcoming in a lot more connections. This feels very soul tribe, you know, as well. This feels like I see you connecting with like partners. I see you connecting with friendships. I see you connecting with certain co-workers. There's a level of unity that's coming in, and there's a reference for you guys to I feel like what you guys are working on is kind of opening yourselves back up again, because what I'm being shown is kind of like a bird, but the bird's kind of crossing its arms over its heart space. Like I've just got this energy clear, and I've just got this energy pure. I feel very protective over this energy, and I kind of don't want to fly out there. With the 9 of Wands and the 2 of Swords, there's just this energy like I want to kind of like, my vision of other people is that they're going to take this energy from my heart space, they're going to poke at it, they're going to put shards in it again, and there's this feeling of like, no, I've worked too hard at that. So with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like I kind of want to hide that away and pull that away, or I just kind of want to be on my own. And I completely understand that, and I completely get that, and listen to your own energy. However, I do feel your ancestors are working with you to align with others and learn through others again in a more lighter way, because I feel like in the past, those wounds and energies in your heart space, I feel like what happened then is you had connections and relationships and friendships with people that mirrored those wounds, but you've spent so much time clearing and working through those wounds and activating your energy and getting a hold over your shadows, that energy is recalibrating, that energy is a lot lighter. And the next step of people that you bring in, because I feel like, you know, the classic, like, you've learnt boundaries. I feel like you've learnt to understand your value, know your value, and know, does this person need me and just want me around for whatever it is they're going through, or does this person actually enjoy being around me? I feel like you've learned to tell the difference, and I feel like the set of connections that you're bringing in now, they feel more, they're mirroring you again, but they're mirroring these lighter aspects that you've now found. They're mirroring this expansion in your heart space that you've now found, and I see a lot of light and a lot of abundance moving forward, and it's like your ancestors are kind of walking you there. But there's this reference of, I still feel like I kind of want to cover my energy up, like I kind of want to hold back, I kind of want to be by myself, I kind of want to be by my, you know, on my own. And it's quite interesting because even though you're feeling that way, your energy feels very like, it feels very abundant, and it's, I see you drawing people to you. And even in your reading, Veda decided to run and sit on the bed, and he's literally right next to me as I do your reading. Like it's like you're drawing energy to you, and I see connections moving in. And I feel like right now your ancestors are working on opening your energy back up, and because you're already balanced. When I say opening your energy back up, I'm feeling a fear of like, oh my god, no, what if I lose myself again? Oh my god, no, people are going to just pull at me again. What if I'm not as grounded again? Like, what if I lose myself? What if this happens? I'm already feel like I'm spiraling as I'm saying it when I'm in your energy. But there's a reference that I feel Spirit are working with you right now in regards to like trusting yourself, because I feel like you've already done so much work, and the fact that you were able to have those mirrored connections in the past that triggered you and find your way back to that root and purify your energy, like you already know what you're doing. And there's a reference to trust yourself more, because I feel like you trust Spirit, I feel like you trust do you know what it is, you do trust yourself. It's like, I don't trust other people, and I don't trust myself around other people. That's kind of how it feels. But I feel like there's a level of how do I put this into words, I feel like you spent a lot of time in your own darkness, so I feel like you're able to see other people's shadow traits. I feel like you're able to see where other people are moving from. I feel like before you might have just seen things from a lighter perspective, and that might have triggered, but I feel like you've got 1 foot in your shadow energy and 1 foot in your light energy, and I feel like you see the world that way now. So I feel like you're more, I want to say the word hip to the way people move and their motives, and also not taking people not taking everybody so seriously, because I feel like in the past people would really project onto you if they got like triggered, and I feel like you take that on, whereas now you're like, you're only doing this because of this, or you're only projecting because you're insecure because of this. Like I see, like you see people a lot deeper now because you've met yourself a lot deeper, so you understand it. So there's a level of like you're more balanced now, and I just there's this reference of Spirit getting you to, I want to pull more cards actually. Let me grab my cards. Where did they go? Oh, there they are. I was now putting my hand under Veda's stomach. Hi, Vedi. He's come and sat on my lap. Do you like Pal too? Yeah? He just gave me a kiss, a massive kiss on my face. So that's a yes. He likes your energy. I literally just went under his stomach to look for the cards, but they were on the table. Pile number 2, please, Spirit guides. Can you tap me into the energy that pile number 2's ancestors are working on them with working with them for like the energy that they're going to be stepping into. Pile number 2. Can you give me more guidance from pile number 2's ancestors? Be careful, baby. He's trying to kiss the camera. It's like he knows you're there. Pile number 2. Oh. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, contentment, satisfaction. Tap me into this frequency deeper, please, spirit guides, because I feel like we're just on the surface. It's difficult for me to shuffle at the moment because Vedic keeps kissing my face. I'm not complaining though. Pile number 2, what have we got here? The Chariot, direction and willpower. Pile number 2, 3 of Cups, compassion and happiness. One more card, please. One more card, please, spirit guides. As you can see, Veda has decided to jump up on the table, but we have the Empress as well, centered and abundant. Okay, I'm gonna use the penge to cover her up. Use that there. Okay, so we have the Chariot, the 3 of Cups, the Empress, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, there's this reference that I'm being tapped into where it's like there's this reference like I want to get outside more, and I want to... You guys have aligned with such a different frequency. I feel like you guys are very aware of who you are, and I don't know if you guys have been in hermit mode for a little while, or if you guys have been just very, very closed off in terms of like, maybe you guys have like grown so much that like a lot of the people that you used to connect with have like fallen away. You no longer align with that frequency. But there's this reference of me wanting to tap into things that I enjoy doing, even if for right now that's just something small like going for a walk or getting out in nature. And there's this reference of you going out and doing that even solo, just on your own, because I feel like I want to move out of an energy that I'm in, and then I feel like as you guys are doing that, I see people being drawn to you as you're doing things that light you up. Like, for example, what could light you up is things that connect you to your inner child, you know what I mean? They could be like taking certain classes, or just, you know, eating somewhere fun that you haven't eaten in a while. Like, there's a reference there, and I see you guys, it's almost like it starts as a little bit of a solo journey where I'm just going off and doing things. Maybe you want to go travel a little bit by yourself, or you want to go on vacation a little bit by yourself, or you want to go head somewhere by yourself. I'm being shown that, and just doing little things by yourself, or like attending classes in a gym or something like that, and taking yourself out for like a coffee. And then I see you doing little things on your own and making little shifts and strides on your own, and I see you feeling very like a lot lighter, and tapping into that energy. And then I see people seeing your frequency and seeing you and your light, and then I see people being drawn to that, and they're going to look the very same as you because they're going to be drawn to the energy that then you're currently in. Because the thing is, when we jump through timelines and we jump through like paradigms and, you know, those frequencies, it's literally like we're starting a new series of a TV show. New characters come in, new plots come in, and if you notice, like sometimes when you cut somebody off or you let go of them, like you rarely see them that much again. They're on a completely different frequency than you then. You've completely shifted. So that happens when we align with another frequency and we get out there and we get out into the world and we create more of that abundance, even if it's just every day going for a quick hour walk down by the beach or in the forest or whatever it is. We are in another timeline. We're walking down other timelines with a certain frequency where we are going to meet other people on those same frequencies. And there's this reference of spirit almost wanting to get you out there, or just doing little things that you enjoy, even if it genuinely is just a 10-minute walk where you're walking your dog, or you're going to like a park, or you're going to like feed the birds, like I don't know, anything just light. And I see you guys stepping into that energy, and then I see the right people stepping towards you, and it's like that in that same frequency. Because to be honest with you, in terms of like meeting the people that are in the right frequency, I don't see actually any issues in regards to that, because I feel like when the right people step towards you, I feel like not only are you going to feel that they're similar to you, but I also feel that you are going to recognize yourself in them, and I see you blooming. So when it comes to you actually being placed in front of these people and being around these people, these fears and anxieties, I don't see them being that. I see them falling away. But your ancestors are working with you right now to almost get you to places, or just have you jump out of an energy maybe you're currently in, because I feel like I'm in a cocoon and I'm not making any changes or shifts because it's like I know I'm safe. I'm really safe here. And of course, listen to your own energy and take your time. Do not force anything. But there's this reference of a shift that I see you taking, where you start doing something different, or there's something where I'm going somewhere outside of my comfort zone, and it's starting small and then it's getting bigger, kind of like a snowball, and then it's like, that's where I see the right people coming in. And I feel like that's why your ancestors are pushing you right now in terms of that, because I feel you guys have activated such beautiful energies and frequencies within you, and you deserve to see that mirrored back to you, you know, because we can learn a lot from other people. And I feel like there's significant connections that are coming in for you. I see some of you guys as well at one point taking quite a big risk and taking like a leap somewhere, so going and traveling somewhere, or going maybe like on a trip by yourself, because that kept coming up as I was talking about it. Like I felt like I was going on a trip, I felt like I was headed somewhere, so that was coming up as well. Yeah, but I kind of just feel like I'm a bird or a butterfly, and my wings are fully grown. I'm out the cocoon. I've been out the cocoon. Like it's been a while. However, I'm folding my wings in, or I'm folding my wings in, because it's like I want to hold them in place right now. I just kind of want to stay safe. There's a reference of wanting to stay safe right now, which is okay, especially when we go through a big rebirth. We go through a period of recalibrating, and if you genuinely feel like you need more time to recalibrate, then listen to yourself. But I feel like your ancestors are prepping you for you know, a leap out of the nest, if that makes sense. And that's what I'm being shown. But your energy, I feel like you're inviting frequencies in. I feel like you're in a new energy. Like that's how it feels, because it's almost like the brain's trying to keep me safe rather than anything else, because your energy feels very open, like you're drawing people in for Veda to come and say hi and chill in your reading. And he was giving me lots of kisses when he was behind the camera. Pile number 2, please, spirit guides. Pile number 2, guidance and messages from pile number 2's ancestors. We have 2 that's popped out. We have the Earth Star Chakra. Sorry, Vedi. We have the base chakra, so the root chakra. I'm gonna pull 4. Yeah, I'm gonna pull 4. Pile number 2, with the base star chakra and the soul star chakra, there's a strong focus. It's like, I also want you to live life again. Like it's almost like I want you to enjoy the physical again. I don't know if you've been just hermiting or just connecting with spirit or just doing a lot of healing, but it's almost like I want you out and enjoying like the human life again, and enjoying the physical again, because I'm being told there's a lot to learn there, and I feel like you're expanding that way. It's almost like from that perspective you've been reparted, and there's a lot of growth to be had, and there's a lot of good moments to be had as well. Pile number, that's what I'm getting with both of those cards coming through, the Earth Star chakra and the base chakra. There's something about like going on vacation or just doing a lot more fun activities, because I feel like naturally you're quite wild at heart. You're somebody that's quite free spirited, but I feel like maybe because of the past that's been restricted, and I feel like that's gonna kind of go through a bit of an activation. We have the Silver Wolf. Pile number and Star Child. Okay, and the back of the deck you have the Relic of Time. Okay, Silver Wolf, Star Child. Whenever I'm thinking of the Silver Wolf, I'm thinking about a lone wolf, and I feel like you're finding your pack. I feel like that's where you're headed to be honest with you. And I feel like you guys are quite connected to spirit too, and I feel like you're going to find people with that same level of kind of consciousness, if that makes sense. I don't know why, I feel like I'm looking at the world like it's my playground. I keep seeing you guys heading up and being around people that do a lot more activities or are a lot more out there, or just see the world in the color that you do. But there really is something in terms of like traveling or heading somewhere. I see something connected to that, like moving around a little bit, or just life feels like it's speeding up. I'm doing a lot of fun activities. That's kind of how it's coming through. But in terms of the people that are coming through for you, I just feel like because your heart is very open like that, and you're protecting that energy, I feel like I keep being shown your heart and it looks like it's singing, and people just responding to that frequency because they're exactly the same. And I just see a lot of connections there. And if you guys have an absent parent, so if you have an absent father or an absent mother, I don't know why I see somebody come in and coming forward, and it's almost like nurturing that energy. It doesn't feel like a partner. It feels like somebody that would be a little older than you, and it's almost somebody that you're looking up to and that you're connected to there, because I'm being shown something kind of coming in. It's not, it could be, you know, you reconnecting with a mother or father, but if you know that that isn't something, it's more so like it could be like an older sibling that you're estranged from that you're now connecting to estranged from, or it could be just like a friend that comes in that's like a kind of older sibling, kind of like motherly fatherly type. There's something there that's coming in for you guys as well. But your ancestors, they wanted to focus less on that, like the ancestral energy, and more so this is what we're working with you on, this is our guidance, this is where you're headed. But I kind of want to shake you up out of your energy. I don't know why I'm being shown skateboards as well. I kind of want to shake, like there's something about skateboarding, going skateboarding or rollerblading or something like that. But yeah, I almost feel like Spirit's like working with you to kind of shake up your energy. And at first I feel like I'm heading places on my own, or I'm doing little things on my own. I'm taking leaps there. But that's what I have for you, pal, too. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you guys are watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading. So we are taking a look at what guidance and messages your ancestors have for you right now. So you guys chose the Amazonite. I'm going to start with tarot, and then we're going to move on to your oracle cards. So let's get in. So pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Pile number 3. We have the 3 of Pentacles, collaboration and competence. Pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Guidance from pile number 3's ancestors. Guidance from pile number 3's ancestors. The Ace of Swords. We have justice, understanding karmic balance. And one more card, please, spirit guides. Guidance from, oh goodness. We have the 3 of Wands. The back of the deck, you have the 4 of Pentacles, conservation and practicality. Okay. With the 4 of Pentacles being at the back of the deck, I don't know why I'm being shown this energy where I kind of want to zoom out and have you look at the bigger picture. Now, for a lot of you guys, this feels like it's connecting to a career path. It doesn't have to. The reason I'm saying the bigger picture is because I feel like, okay, with the 3 of Pentacles being on the left side and then the 3 of Wands being on the right side, they're both sides of your reading. So they're on the beginning of the reading, the ending of the reading. 3 is connected to Jupiter, which is expansion, right? You also have in the middle the Ace of Swords, which is a breakthrough, you know, an activation, an aha moment, a seed that's sown. And then you have justice, which is that, you know, energy being balanced. There's something in terms of like a career or an energy that you've been working on, like a hobby or something that you've been crafting and creating for some time, where I keep being I keep referencing it's time to shake up, but not in the sense of this is meant to go in the bin. It's like this was a necessary step to get you where you need to be, and don't resist the change. I keep looking at something I've already done, and what I'm not seeing is it was a stepping stone. And it's almost like that stone now, it's almost like I have to move it, transform it to create it into another stone moving forward so I can move ahead again. But I'm not wanting to pick it up and transform it because I don't want to let it go, because I kind of am looking at it like it's all there is, but it was always meant to be a stepping stone. I hope that makes sense. When there is a level of resistance or something is not flowing the way that it used to, it's because it's transforming, and until it's fully settled, we can't use it the way that we did. So the only way I can describe that is, give me an analogy of how I can describe that. You know how through life, and you know, if you go through an ego death or a shift or whatever it is, you detach from something, you know, something just is stale, it doesn't work anymore. You know, when you get writer's block and you've been writing a story for some time and it gets stale, you just don't know, you know, you've hit a dead end. It's like, I'm bored, I've kind of burnt out in terms of this. So you let it go, and you find inspiration elsewhere, and then one day you align with it again and you're like, okay, I'm going to start writing again. I'm going to get back to that again. I'm going to grow again. I'm going to work on that again, because you now have kind of like evolved in a different area where you have a different set of eyes where you can create and transform with that situation again. There is something you've done which has like grown even further to maybe even what was meant to in terms of this stepping stone. I feel like there is such, it's almost like a period of like a ladder to get you somewhere, and I feel like the word I want to use is kind of like you've blown it out of the park. However, it's now transforming. Don't resist the shake-up that's happening. I don't know what's shaking up in your energy right now. Don't resist the shake-up that is happening. It's happening for there to be an expansion. That, you know, whatever it is that you're putting money into, or whatever it was in regards to career, the reason the money may be going a little bit low at the moment is because it's having you look elsewhere to bring money in elsewhere, which is going to be more beneficial for you. And by the time that starts to flow, that energy is going to be revived and you can use it in a different way. You know what I mean? It's like a multi-purpose thing. You know how like when shells, once they've served their purpose, they wash up on the beach, we can use them for a bunch of different things. It's still a shell, but we're using it for a different purpose. That's what's happening with something that you've been growing for some time. And I feel like there is a shift. So you're being asked to let go and listen to these shifts and the way that your energy is going right now, and take heed of like little intuitive nudges right now, because I keep being shown, while I'm holding on to something that I'm not wanting to let go of, I'm not looking in front of me, and there's little seeds that actually are bringing me joy, that they're actually making me feel happy, they're actually excited me, and these seeds need that same love and care you put into the last one to grow. And once those seeds grow up into that big tree, you can take that other tree and then you can use it for something else. Imagine your aim was to make a smoothie, but for a smoothie you needed fruits. So you were like, okay, I'm going to grow a tree. I'm going to grow an apple tree. So you pop the seed in the ground for the apple tree and you nurture it and you take care of it, and it grows and it grows and it's this big apple tree. Now, not only do you have apples for a smoothie, but you also have, you know, you can sell these apples and make money for it. And now you can buy, you know, even more seeds and get more fruit, because that was the point, you were making a smoothie. So now you've got, you know, this money from all of these apples, so you can plant these seeds. And you like oranges, you like mangoes, you like all of these other things that you can plant. However, there's this feeling of, I don't want to let go of this apple tree. But that was the point. You got the apples from the apple tree. Now it's time to plant the orange and build the orange tree. Then build, you know, get the lemon, build the lemon tree. And then when you take a step back, you'll see you have all of these trees and all of these fruits. Now you have all of these smoothies. And now not only are you enjoying the smoothies, but you're selling the smoothies. And now you've got this whole garden. And that was the point. You know what I mean? That was the whole point. But we're stuck on this apple tree right now. We're not wanting to let go. But there's something that you put so much energy into that now it's like the next layer. Now we need to put all of this energy into the next layer. And then when we zoom out, we're going to be able to see what this was all about. And I'm being shown little seeds in front of you right now that you may not be paying full attention to, that I feel it's going to bring you a lot of joy. There's something in terms of flexing your creativity. That's the first one. I want to say flexing your creativity. There's something about I don't know if I feel like I'm either speaking or I'm writing. Like how do I put this into words? I'm being taken somewhere where I'm like, I'm allowed to create, and I'm like writing a story, or I'm writing like a film, or I'm writing some sort of like, I'm writing some sort of play, or I'm like on TikTok and I'm like speaking about certain things that are fun to me, or I'm, you know, creating vlogs on YouTube, or I'm creating jewelry on Etsy. Like I'm putting energy into things, but there's almost something about me, like it's flowing and I'm enjoying it. It doesn't even feel like, this very much feels career, but this feels like career, the, you know, work, not career the country, but it feels like that. Like I feel like I'm flowing, but it doesn't even feel like work. It just feels like it's flowing out of me, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm being told that the seed from before, like this apple tree, whatever it is that you're holding on to, it once had that same energy, but it might not feel the same now, because I feel like you've reached the 100% like capacity, and now it's time to evolve onto something else. that apple tree's still going to be there, but we're adding to it, we're adding color, we're adding to this. And I feel like your ancestors are working with you right now in terms of seeing these seeds in front of you and following them. Because I also feel like a leap may need to be taken, because with the expansion cards on both sides, I keep being shown like a bridge of energy, and it's like a leap I can take. So there's something there where I want to shake something up. It could be like, especially because I was being taken to social media, it could be like you've been posting on Instagram and like it was fun, but now it's kind of started getting stale. But YouTube could be more beneficial, or TikTok could be more beneficial, or something else could be more beneficial, and it'll put you into a new energy, and it'll be like a different format. There's something there. Or like you could have been selling on, let's say, Etsy, but like it's come to the point now where you have enough clients, you could build your own website and sell off your own website, and that would, you know, go from there, and you could have advertisement and make a social media connected to it and show. There's like a lot of that there, where this feels very career dominated there. And I feel this is something you're meant to be doing, because I always say this in my personal readings. I don't even think I've said this in my bigger cards before. I might have, but I always say this in my personal readings. When I see somebody come to me with their career path or just doing anything, and energetically I see a golden hue around it, that's because spirit are helping it happen, and that's because it's fated, it's meant to be happening. That's what you came here to do, and there's a lot of frequencies being put into it from your higher self and spirit, because it's divinely guided. That career path or whatever it is you're doing, it's divinely guided. And for you guys, I see that golden hue coming through. Whatever this is, divinely guided. It wouldn't shock me as well if some people that have booked personal readings with me are watching this reading, because that's how it's kind of coming through. It feels like a familiar energy, but it's like, that's what I'm being taken to. And that's why your ancestors are bringing this through as the message, because I almost feel like that whatever it is you're doing, or whatever it is you're growing with, and whatever it is, I'm being shown like a particular ancestor that would have been there in their lifetime, like their life mission, their soul purpose would have been doing this too. And that could be something as little as creating. That could be something like drawing. That could be something as like painting, singing, you know, whatever it is. It looks little, it's not, it's grand. It's something there, and I see like a specific ancestor, it's coming through female. For a lot of you guys, they would have also done this in their lifetime too, so they're almost ushering that with you, like helping you work through that. That's what I'm being shown. But I'm also picking up like celestial energies, so like your ancestors from other realms, and I'm seeing ideas and creative sparks, or like there's like almost like a collaborative energy in terms of like coding and messages and healing coming through that as well. That's what I'm being shown. Yeah. So with the Four of Pentacles at the back of the deck, whatever it is that you're clinging to, allow it to flow. Because there's something about the amount of energy that you'd be putting into it now, it's almost like it's reached its capacity. That energy would be better elsewhere right now. Not like, because I don't see you fully letting go of this. It's still there because you're standing on it. It's that stone you got to. It's that part of the ladder that you got to. But when we climb up a ladder, we don't just stay on one step. We have to keep switching our steps to different parts to climb up it. So it's like that ladder stays there, but we're going to keep climbing because there's more to be achieved. There was always more that we were meant to reach for. We're taking that piece from under us so we can bring it up to the top. Yeah. It's quite interesting. Let's pull your oracle cards. This is definitely to do with career or some sort of shift in your life. Some sort of up level in your life. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Pile number 3. Guidance and messages from pile number 3's ancestors. Oh, goodness. We have Keeper of Light. Pile number 3, please, spirit guides. Pile number 3. We have Star Child. See it all, this green, this hearty energy? I feel like you guys work from your heart. And I feel like when you are working towards something, I feel like you become it. Like you really connect to it on a hearty level because you become it. You tap into it and you almost like feed your kind of like your frequency, your energy into it. That's why I feel like things tend to work out for you, because I feel like there's a fixation. I see your heart space pouring energy in, like that inner source, solar plexus chakra, and then we also have stillness. And the back of the deck, we have universal love. Okay, let me just do this a second. Please stay. Are we okay? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we have universal love at the back of the deck. Keeper of the light, star child. Yeah, that's where I see your heart, the energy coming through. I'm being told, because with this movement moving forward and these seeds in front of you and knowing what seed to pick up, you're being called to get into a meditative state, because your spirit guides and your ancestors, right, they almost work as like a team in a sense of like, you know, when you're building something up from the ground up and you have like a team with you to build it, like you have all of the work guys. Spirit's almost referencing like you're here in the physical, but you have your ancestors around you and you have your spirit team around you. So there's a reference on meditating in terms of like, where can I move? Like, where should I put my energy right now? What seed should I pick up? What, you know, what is this leap? How can I make this leap? There's a reference on connecting with spirit a little more, because I'm being told that you guys are very headstrong. And I feel like you guys like to do things on your own. And you can be quite stubborn, I'm being told. So there's this reference of almost like connecting with spirit, like meditating, and sitting in that more silent energy, to allow these intuitive nudges or guidance to come through. Because there's a reference of, you can't ask us for guidance, like we can help you and show you where to put your energy. There's a reference there as well. I think coming up there's going to be a leap that you're going to take in terms of starting something new. It's going to be a leap, but interestingly enough, it's not going to be as big as a leap as a leap you would have taken before. They're showing me whatever it is you built, there was a leap you would have taken. Because you took such a leap then, the leap that you're taking next time, it's not going to be as much of a leap. It's still a leap, but it's not going to be as like daredevil-y, you know, because you've already put that ground level in. But it's still in the sense of a leap. So I see you making some sort of change or starting something new soon. And they keep saying as well, when you can't see, tune into your feeling, because with the frog energy, I'm thinking of like the frog being under the water and being able to connect to everything under the water, and you know, being very clairsentient because of that. And it's almost like I'm feeling my way. What is lighting me up? What would I like to do? How would I like to spend my days? Where would I feel in tune with something? What could I pour my energy into? There's something there. And I'm being shown a frequency that you guys then will tap into, but you're being called to really feel into it, because it's the same wording as whatever it is that you've been working on, just a different font. Like, you're not switching a career. You're not switching your career. You're switching your approach or a format, or you're adding something new. You could end up studying something else. So it's kind of like same niche, but you're adding something to it. You know? That's what I'm being shown. Interesting. So pile number 3, that is what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hit the thumbs up and comment down below if you did. I'm sending you guys all of my love. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video. So thank you guys for watching.